Jimmy Butler tears his ACL. He tears his ACL. Look, I tore my ACL. I didn't get surgery, so I don't know the recovery process. I don't know what I can or cannot do if I had gotten surgery. But Jimmy Butler's in year 14. Jimmy Butler's also 37 years old. I looked this up. How many times has Jimmy Butler sat out with a knee issue? Let's say issue, because they all wasn't injuries. Since 2017, Jimmy Butler has had 22 different knee concerns. 22. Some of them was soreness, some of it was MCL, some of it was knee, just knee. And now you tear your ACL. You tear your ACL in January. You'll be ready to play again by September. And you're 37. Where you got to get back out there. You got to, I mean, granted, I don't know nothing about the recovery process, but there has to be some type of decline in athleticism. I mean, it's already declined with being 37. So it's like, it's sad. It's sad. And I think, I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's time to blow the Warriors up. We got to listen, the Warriors fans, Golden State fans, I know y'all holding on. Y'all argue for Draymond Green like it's no tomorrow. Y'all keep talking about what he did in 2015 finals. Steph Curry, he's your golden child. I'm not going to say you blow it up to the point where Steph Curry leaves. Because I think Steph Curry with Golden State Warriors is like Tim Duncan with the Spurs, Dirk Nowitzki with Dallas Mavericks, Kobe with the Lakers. That's how I feel about Steph Curry. Steph Curry is like, I feel like the Warriors jersey is tattooed on him. He can't take it off. But they do need to they need to start adding some more players. And I'm going to even say this. They might need to get rid of Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr reminds me of Jerry Sloan. If he used to play for but coach for the Utah Jazz. For the Utah Jazz. He reminds me of that. Like they won't let him go until it's his time. And yes, they have every right to hold on to him, but at the same time, but it depends though. It really depends. You know what I mean? It depends because, all right, you're in Golden State. You got to have some money circulating around there. You got the tech. They got the tech stuff going on. So you got to have a team down there, or over there, or up there. But if you don't have that, right? Do you go through that losing phase with all them people that I think a Warrior fan will be okay with just seeing Draymond, Jimmy, Steph, Steve Kerr stay always teetering between the 8th and the 10th seed. I think the Warriors will be okay with that rather than see them tank to number 12. What do you think about that?
I feel like with Steph Curry, the way he's still playing right now, they're always going to have a chance. So as long as you have Steph Curry, just keep this chance that you guys got. Once he leaves,
gosh.
Then
they're always going to have a chance.
Yeah.
As Steph Curry, the leading guy. Hey, Steph Curry about 38.
Bro, he's averaging 27.
He averages. Listen, I wish people understood this, right? I want people to understand how basketball works. If you have these guys are professionals. Like the shots, we'd be like, oh my God, what did you see that shot? They be just jogging back. Because they've shot that shot a million times. If you give them the opportunity, you build an offense around them, they're going to score it. They're going to score it. Now, it's not easy to score at that rate, at that level. I'm not trying to downplay this. But I want you guys to understand, if a guy's in his career like Jordan, like LeBron, we like, oh man, he's scoring 22 points. Sometimes he give us 30. Dude, these dudes know how to play the game. They know where to run. They know when to run. They know when to pass. They know all those things. All those things. We're gonna wait till this siren go by. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But they know all those things. They get it. So Steph gonna score 24 to 26 points. But that's not Steph, though.
Bro.
That's not Steph.
He's still
3 years ago, he's averaging 32 points.
Yeah, okay.
That's not Steph.
He's still averaging 27
Other
points.
night, he had 6 points. 7 points or something like that. Single digit game.
No, 27 is 27, bro. You can't, like, if you get rid of Steph.
No, it's not.
You get rid of
It's not.
What you mean?
Austin Reeves 26 is different from a Kobe averaging 26.
It just looks different.
No, it's a different threat.
How's it a different threat?
Because here's the thing. Let me break it down for you. Steph Curry can average 26, but how many shots? Because obviously the 26 and the shots that he's shooting ain't working and it ain't efficient, no matter what because the team not winning. So now you say we keep Steph Curry and we try to keep him at the same volume, but we don't know how many shots he got. As he get older, he's going to miss more. He's going to get slower.
Yeah, I mean, that's understandable. As Steph Curry gets older, that's when you start, all right.
He's 37.
Maybe next year he might average 24 points, 25 points.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you got to get rid of him while you got some value.
Nah.
You might have to get rid of him. Nah. That's how you work. That's how you do it. Now, when you want to sell your car, right? Let's say you buy a car. Let's say you buy a car. You say shoes. Let's make it simple. You buy some shoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell these joints. Are you gonna wear them a couple times before you sell them? Nah, you want to sell them before they worn, so it has the high value. So,
But you get rid of Steph, the Golden State. It's like any other team. You get rid of Steph, the Golden State Warriors, their value's gonna go down. They'll go back.
1,000%.
No one's gonna go to the Warriors games. They're back to the rebuilding, back in the draft,
Right.
so on and so forth. You keep Steph on a team, people are still gonna go to the games
yeah,
just to see Steph Curry play.
I get keeping Steph on the team for financial gain. I get that. I totally understand that. But what I'm saying is building around him. No,
I mean, you don't gotta build around him.
He got to start taking it. He got to start looking at being a second option.
Yeah, that's very. I feel like that's what they were trying to do with this 2 timeline thing. Where it's like,
what were they trying to do with
the
what?
Warriors? Like, when they try to draft, what's his name, James Wiseman, Kuminga. Like, you try to bridge the gap between Warriors, Steph Curry's decline.
But that's when you got to get rid of. That's when you got to get rid of Sebastian. Steve Kerr.
But you get rid of Steve Kerr. That's Steph Curry's guy. Like, you getting rid of a guy who Steph Curry worked with.
If LeBron had to win with a new coach every year, so does Steph Curry.
Nah, but he did. If LeBron had a chance to
tell me this. Give me a player that's flourishing, right? And I'm not talking points wise. I'm talking like he's the next Steph Curry, right? I know Porzingis is doing what's his name? Pozinski?
Oh, you talking about on the Warriors?
Yeah, Warriors. What's his name?
Brandon Podziemski.
Yeah, I know he's doing great. But give me a guy that Steve Kerr is developing into the next Steph Curry.
I mean, they've always it's a
He got Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole was close, and then he got him punched in the face.
That's a Draymond thing, though, and that
Steve Kerr got to protect his development. You got to protect. You got to sit. This is where coaching comes in. You got to sit Draymond down and say, "Look, bro, he ain't on that." I've had coaches sit me down and be like, "Look, leave him alone."
But sometimes it might just be the players being players. Like, you can sit down with you can have a sit down with the player.
Telling you,
Then that player doesn't take that.
You can control a little bit. I remember I give y'all a quick story. I went to school in the Bay Area. You know, I'm fresh out of Philly. I'm like a fish out of water. So many pretty girls. One of my teammates, he had a girl, but I wasn't used to girls being friendly without liking me. So she was like, you want something to eat? And let me get you something to eat. Let me know what you want. I'm like, damn, that's how she coming? Man, long story short, I make my move. I take my shot, right? I know it's a girl, but I'm coming from the inner city. I'm fresh out of Philly. And coach sat me down. Listen, I hear you. I know you like the girls and all that, but you see it. And I didn't, mind you, this is probably like the first 2 weeks or month or so. I didn't really know the culture. I didn't know how that went. All I knew was, I thought she liked me. That's it. I wasn't cool with the team. I came in with this attitude like, man, F everybody. I'm doing me. I'm about to go work out. I'm trying to train by myself. And then, the coach sat me down. And he was like, yo, look, you can't do that here. If I hear about it again, I'm going to send you home. Never heard about it again. And he one of my better friends now. You know what I mean? So you can stop stuff as a coach. My thing is this. If Wiseman, Kuminga supposed to came in and been the guys you develop, you failed as a coach. That's why you should be fired from that job.
Yeah.
Because you got to get a coach that's willing to develop the guys the right way.
That's not fair to say, though. Because let's say you, as a coach, you have a player, you're trying to teach them, but they're just not capable to do the things that you're trying to teach. It's not you. It's not your fault as a coach. It could be the players as well.
Well, the thing is, for me as a coach, I just don't. I'm pretty sure that the families and stuff like that see it, so they just remove their kid, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I'm saying
he got a chance to move Kuminga.
I mean,
he had a chance.
But yes, Kuminga. I don't know what's going on with Kuminga because I don't get it fully. Like why he's not moved, why he's still playing. Like I don't get it. But it's like you can't always blame everything because he has other players like Moses Moody who came in the Warriors and he's doing pretty good.
Moses Moody play a little different than him.
That's what I'm saying. But he's understanding the system. Like you watch him play, he's like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think his understanding the system is the problem. I think it's more so I don't think his game fits the system.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Okay.
That's fair to say, yeah.
So, but my thing is though, you got to develop him into something. You can't just sit him on the bench. Think about it. Last night he played. The Warriors lost, but Kuminga had 20 points in 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I feel like with Kuminga is one of those things where it's like you could tailor something for Kuminga. If that's the case, then
for another team or for
I'm talking about Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr, he should have developed something for Jonathan Kuminga.
He never proved he can develop players though. It ain't. Listen, bro. It's not easy developing players. It's not easy because it's so many steps and stages in when it comes to developing players. You have the first step, patience. As a person who knows what another person should be doing, and you like, yo, why aren't you holding your follow through? Why aren't you doing, why didn't you do this? Patience. You got to be patient with development, man. For a person who understands that when you develop players, they got to make mistakes in the game. And you got to be okay with that. And the thing about it is, if they not working out outside of you or practice, it's going to take even longer. Basketball is a very fast sport, very fast-paced sport, and is a sport that's played all year round. Maybe not on the mainstream NBA, but if you think about it, the season starts in October, ends in June for the champions. People are playing in Pro-Am leagues in July. People are getting ready for training camp by end of August. So they got about two weeks off if they can. And then it's training camp, and it's training camp in September, and your first preseason game is like October 5th, the second week of October or some shit like that. That's how long it takes for you to get better. Development ain't easy, and a lot of teams, a lot of organizations can't afford it. You saw what the Lakers did with Julius Randle, Lonzo Ball, all those guys. Got rid of it. They can't afford it.
Yeah, come on, bro.
They couldn't afford it, bro.
Braun came through, bro.
Who?
Braun.
Yeah, Braun came through. Thank God for that.
Nah, he said,
Thank God for that.
Get these guys out of here, bro.
Yeah, because you didn't need to develop him. Lakers always going for the high ticket.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Lakers could develop. We got Taylor Horton-Tucker, Austin Reeves. Come on, bro.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
But you know what? They wasn't planning on keeping Austin Reeves, though. I mean, that's good development. I say that, like, he developed well. For a person who got undrafted to now averaging 26 points, he developed well. But the Lakers is one of the most winning franchises. You can't name too many guys who came in as a Laker and developed into a superstar outside of what, Kobe?
Nah, yeah.
Like, they don't develop nobody.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Lakers,